Hello.
By the way, I haven't replied all of you yet. I have replied only some of you about your result. Most people haven't been replying yet, and I will try to reply tomorrow. Okay, so let me wait and see your result. I could know that some teachers got a very good result, but some teachers get only a lower score in your, how to say, module 1 and module 2 and module 3. Okay, so have you already finished your assigned tasks on Unit 16 and Unit 17? Finished reading?
Yes.
Yeah, only 16 for me, teacher.
Okay, but 17 is mostly related to, how to say, practice activities. So let's try to have a very quick review together with your friend. I will give you 15 minutes. After that, we will discuss here together. Let's get started.
Hello, listeners. Hello. Hello. We have to discuss Unit 16 and 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Chair Brittany.
So shall we start with Unit 16?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about, what is it about?
It's about presentation techniques and
Introductory activities. And I think this unit is easy to understand, right?
Yes.
Also, we have teacher have taught about these terms in the former units while she was discussing the units, the other units. So we have heard of these terms, I think.
Yes.
And task-based learning. So what would you like to discuss about this unit? Especially, what exactly would you like to discuss about this unit?
I think we just have to warm up the minutes.
Yeah, okay. So let's work on the meanings.
So the first one is presentation techniques.
So presentation techniques are
techniques or ways to get the students' attention.
Yeah, just to present new language, the use and form of the new language. How to the use and form of the new language that you are going to teach in your class. Yeah, this is presentation techniques. And how many techniques do you see in this unit? Mainly two.
Mainly two, but there are some more.
Some more, yeah.
Like guided discovery,
and task, teach, test.
Yes, like that.
It's the tongue twister. Test, teach, test.
Yes.
Prescriptive. Yes, and then PBL is also known as descriptive.
But in order to carry out TBL, right?
Sorry?
The teacher needs to give a context, right? They have to put the student in a situation, right?
Yes, in PPP, yes.
Yeah, in TBL. So
I think PPP is like traditional style teacher center.
Yes,
traditional teaching style, yes.
So in TBL, there is no control practice or control practice, right? So, but in PPP, in practice stage, there will be the control practice and control practice, right?
PPP, yes, in TBL, there is no control practice, yes.
Task-based. PPP focus on form and TBL focus on meaning, right?
Focus on fluency and meaning, I think. Yes.
Fluency and meaning.
I think TBL is like not completely focusing on the language. It is only focused on the task itself,
Task.
not very completely. The teacher may
Okay.
give language. The teacher may help students if they have language problems when they doing the task, but the focus is not on the language. It is on the task, achieving and completing the task. I
Yes.
think.
I see. It is like guided discovery to present target language like that, right?
In TBL.
Yeah, TBL.
Discovery, yes.
TBL. So, what is concept question? How do you understand concept question?
Concept question is like checking the meaning of when you teach something, like when you teach new vocabulary or something, ask some concept question to check their understanding, how much they understand from what you taught.
I see. Okay, thank you, teacher. So contextualization is that we put the student in such kind of situation, right?
How about consolidate?
Sorry. You mean consolidate?
Yes, yes. Consolidate means reinforce.
To do something again in order to
Yes.
allow learners to understand and remember it more completely.
Yes, yes, yes. Reinforce, reinforce.
More solid. What does it? I'm doing extra credit. It's like a kind of test. And then after teaching the grammar, one of the grammar tests, how can I say, buffer tense or blah blah. After that, so we give the some exercise, some text, maybe the control predict question, or maybe after that we may check with the prior. Let's control practice test. And that by giving them those tags, we can consolidate them. Consolidate me, so how can I say? More is to remember it more completely. Give the extra practice and test it.
We must reinforce the learners to do something or to understand, remember it more completely. Yes, I think.
Yes, consolidate. Unit 17 is I haven't read it all, but it's just about the activities, right?
Yes.
Before we go to Unit 17,
Yes.
I would like to ask the really REALIA. I'm not sure what that meaning.
Yes.
Yes, it may be real object.
Oh, I see.
REALI.
Real objects.
Yeah, real object or real things.
REALIE. At that I found that it's me using our body gesture to
Uh,
Yes, lessons, right? So like discuss about, okay, so what did we learn yesterday or recalling their memories, like before the class.
Yeah,
So
this
that's
may
called-
be related or unrelated to the topics of the lesson.
Yes. So it's okay whether it's related or not related, right?
Yeah, teacher, not related. Related is okay. But yes, to give that energy
Yes.
at the beginning.
Mhm.
Okay, so how about the leading? Leading is this must be related to the topics of the lesson.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Leading is related to the topic, and Wama is not related to the topic, and this one is revise the previous lesson.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you understand personalization?
Personalization. Is it also in unit 16?
Yeah, teacher. Page 93.
93. Personalization. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
as far as I understand, it's a connection with the lessons with the students' real life.
yes, that's true. Yeah. So they even give the example.
Yeah.
It talks about the internet. Like maybe like if I think we mostly use personalization when we teach reading, right? Like before we do the reading or something.
Before you read session.
Yeah. So maybe you give them the topic and you let them brainstorm the points about the topic, which is pretty much concerned with their real life. Yeah. So I think it's mostly used in reading session, and also maybe it can be in writing too, right? Sometimes.
Yes, teacher.
And then there's a lot of words.
For in this day, what are they really into it? And now we choose is like a content. We can choose the content according to their personal life, and another one is relevant, and another one meaningful content. Our content must be meaningful, and sometimes because the really important one is the student makes interest in our content.
Yes, personalization makes language more meaningful and keep learners motivated.
Yes, it keep learner motivated. So we are just talking about the unit 16, right? Yeah. And the unit 17 is not much, just about the antibodies, 3 antibodies, right? Control practice, free practice, and free practice. That I'm not. One. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so welcome back all the teachers. Now let's start trying to have a look at okay. So can you see the screen, teachers?
Yes.
Let's start talking about the main points from this unit. The main points are like kind of presentation techniques. How can we present the target language items to the students? And what type of introductory activities can we do in the class? Mostly, in traditional teaching, we start giving the rules and we start teaching the students straight away. But in modern teaching technique, we use a sort of introductory activities. So let me ask you, Teacher Yadi, could you talk about 3 types of introductory activities?
Okay, introductory. Do you mean examples?
There are 3 types of introductory activities according to this course book. So do you remember them?
Introductory. Lead in.
Okay, so lead in, and then what else?
Warmers, pre-teaching, like that.
Warmers, and then?
Pre-teaching.
Yeah, of course, they are pre-teaching stages. Lead in also is a kind of pre-teaching stage. Warmer also pre-teaching stage. And we need one more thing. Satire is trying to say you. Actually, that one is icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Yes, icebreaker. We can even use icebreaker in teaching. So, can you tell the differences between these 3 teachers? Chayadi?
Yes. Leading is when you want to make the student familiar with the topic. You use lead-in activities. Warmers can also be like that, or warmers can be from previous lesson.
Yes.
Icebreaker is, I think we mostly use it on the first day of the class.
Yes.
To make the students. To make the students become friends like that.
Yes, of course. But we don't do icebreaker every day. We normally use icebreaker only at the beginning of the course. So can you tell me one icebreaker activity that you usually do in your class?
Like introduce each other, like name. I put them into breakout rooms and like I told them to introduce name, age, and like, are you a student or do you work or like that, and where you live, where they live.
Yes, they talk about their personal information. For some of the students, you can also play physical activities game, like basketball game. They have to throw the ball and after they have to talk about their information. That's also kind of icebreaker activity. So we need to remember what the information of our friends. And then warmer. So what type of warmers do you usually do when your students are not, how to say, energizing enough? They look really bored at the time. What type of warmers do you usually do?
I put them in groups or in pairs and give them random topics to talk about or discuss, like interesting topics.
Okay, interesting topic. Or maybe you can even play the game together with your students. Actually, that game shouldn't be related to today's lesson. It can be related to yesterday's lesson or maybe nothing related to the lesson. Sometimes we can just sing and dance together with the students. So one more, we want to energize the students. We don't want them to feel bored. So at the time, we usually use it. So now leading activity, I will give you the target language item. That one is present continuous. Before you teach present continuous, what type of leading activity are you going to do?
I can ask like, what are you doing now?
Okay, so what are you doing now? They just look at their friends and they can talk about it. It's related to today's target lesson, but we are not teaching yet. We just want them to energize with today's topic. So there are 3 types of introductory activities: lead-in, warmers, and also icebreakers. But let me also tell you another one. I think some of you might know it. That is not the introductory activity. That can be used in the middle of the class. Fillers. Have you ever heard fillers, teacher? Have you ever heard for that one? Let me ask teacher Gay. Hello, teacher Gay. Have you ever heard the word fillers? Fillers.
I don't think so.
Yes. Okay, so is there anyone who knows the meaning of fillers? Anyone? Energizer. So of course, fillers are the same with energizer. We try to use it in the middle of the class. Normally, we teach the students for like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours continuously. At that time, in the middle of your section, they might get bored a bit. So we try to use some short activity, maybe 5 to 10 minutes activity to energize them. Some teachers, they sing the song together with the students in the middle. But some teachers, they do the exercises together with the students. Some teachers, they just talk about their personal information to each other. So they use different types of fillers in the lesson, during the lesson. Between one stage and one stage, we put some fillers. Actually, that is not the introductory activity, but we can also try to remember that. And then in this unit, we also need to know about the difference between PPP and TPL lesson as well. So we will talk about this one later. Let's leave this part for a while. Okay, we'll look at the other matter first. So here also, right, they told you about leading, grammars, and then personalization. How do you understand the word personalization? Is it on remake?
Personalization is like trying to adapt the teaching material to the individual students.
Yes. So actually, you try to ask some questions regarding their target lesson. For example, you are going to teach, you teach fruit, different types of fruit to your student. At that time, what type of personalization technique can you use? Fruit.
Asking the student your favorite fruit.
Okay, what's your favorite fruit? That's also one method. Now let me also change the target language item. You teach will bless verb 1. And then what type of personalization technique can you use? Will bless verb 1. Will bless verb 1. How will you use your personalization technique? Will bless verb 1.
Will bless verb 1.
Yes.
And asking the student the rules of the grammar.
If you ask the rules of the grammar, that is not personalization, right? Personalization is we need to, do something which is related to the, students' own lives, their own lives and the topic.
Asking just any plan when you go back home, like this.
Okay, is there any plan that you want to do when you go back home? At the time, they was like, they say, I will watch the movie. I will watch cartoon. I will play together with my sister. I will play video game, something like that. At the time, they can talk about something which is relating their, own life. And then now let me also ask another teacher, Teacher Nancy. Supposing you are teaching the lesson called occupation, different types of jobs like doctors, engineers, architect, nurse, something like that. At that time, what type of personalization technique can you use?
Yes. So I will ask like who works at the hospitals or something.
Is it related to students' own life?
No.
So that is not personalization. It should be something related to their own life.
So by asking about what are they doing, who are you? So are you a student or?
But at the time as well, all of them are student, right? Because when we teach the job, they are just beginner level, elementary, and they could be mostly young learners. So at the time, how can you ask? They don't have any job and all of them are students.
So yes, I will ask about their family.
Their family, okay, what does your father do? What does your mother do? That is a kind of personalization technique. Now, let me ask another teacher, Sia Chanyenko. This time, the target language is not that one. Simple present tense. So after you have taught simple present tense, what type of personalization technique can you use?
Present tense. Can you tell me what are you doing when you get it from now? The time from you. What do you do during you are getting up and then now?
Oh, okay, you can ask a simple question, right? What do you do every day? So at that time they will say like,
Yeah, like
I brush my teeth, wash my face, and I read, I say prayers, blah 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 blah, and they can relate it to your own life. Okay, that is we call personalization technique. In the exam, they won't ask you definition; they will just give you the situation, so we can relate it to our own experience. First of all, we need to know the definition of the terminology. What do you mean by OMR, personalization? And then when they ask you with the questions, those questions are related to our teaching experience. So at that time, we need to link what we learn and how much experience have you got. It can be combined together. Okay, so and then icebreaker, we have already talked about that. Mingling survey. So how do you understand the word mingling survey? Did you want to know? Mingling survey.
Mingling survey. It's a kind of classroom activity. And on the first day of the class, we have to write down the question that we want to ask for another student, and then we have to ask the students like at a limited time, like many students.
So can we use that one only at the beginning of the class, or what about
in first day of the class?
Really? Mingling activities only at the beginning?
I think no, at the middle also.
Every time we can use it, because that is not a kind of one more activity. It can be done in every situation. So for example, like you said at the beginning, we can use it. We give them some questions to the students. They take those question paper and they have to go around and ask everyone in the class. Mingling means everybody needs to, how to say, ask something. All students need to participate in the activity at the same time. But in the middle of the class as well, we can do it, or at the end of the class as well. For example, you have just taught the pattern goal. Have you got pattern? And then the student, they need to substitute. Have you got with the other questions? For example, have you got any pets in your home? Have you got any brother and sisters? Have you got, how to say, have you got a pet at home? Something like that. There are so many questions. They hold the questions and they have to go and ask everyone in the classroom. So at that time, we can also use that one for practice activity. They know about the pattern of have you got, and they can apply it. So at that time, this is not a beginning activity. It can be done in the middle or at the end of the class as well. Mingling survey. So we just want everybody to participate at the same time. That's why in here also they have mentioned you like that, right? Mingling survey, learners find out information from others. So we try to find out the informations from other people by asking questions or by using the questionnaires. That's why mingling survey can be done in every situation. And then in this unit, they have given you like some key concepts. And I think most of the bull letters, you might be familiar with it: grammatical structures, function and exponents, personalized, meaningful. Yeah, they are just the normal one. And then in this unit as well, we also need to know about the other matters. So learning styles. So what type of learning styles do you remember? Let's start with Teacher Chonu. Can you talk about one type of learning style that you remember?
Kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic. Okay, what do you mean by kinesthetic?
Yeah, it means learn something by touching or by our physical movement.
Yes, by doing the physical movement, we can, how to say, learn something better. What about Teacher Bodiner? Could you talk about one type of learning style?
Monitor.
Monitor is the rule of the teacher, not the rule of the student. You're talking about Unit 30. Now we are asking you about Unit 13. What type of learning style do you remember?
Learning style.
Yes, learner characteristic or learning styles.
Intrapersonal.
Intrapersonal. Okay, what do you mean by intrapersonal?
Intrapersonal is intrapersonal. Just
Intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is intrapersonal. Do they like to do something in group or do they like to do something individually?
in group.
Intra. Actually, they are types of
Individual.
group, right? Intra means individual. And then inter, you can try to remember like international. International means a lot of countries, right? So it means group. So individual. Okay. So intrapersonal type is individual type. Oh, sorry, spelling is wrong. Interpersonal type is group type. They want to do the activity in groups together. And then teacher Mongpu, what type of learning style do you remember?
Teacher, analytic.
Okay, what do you mean by analytic?
So these kinds of learners are about the older learners, adult learners, like this, and they want to know about something in details. Yeah, they keen to analyze things.
Okay. Yes, of course. They really want to know every single point in detail. They don't satisfy if they know generally. And what about for another teacher, Teacher Nui? Could you talk about one type of learning style that you remember? Hello, Teacher Nui.
Sorry, because I can't unmute. Okay. I remember impulsive learning style.
Impulsive. Okay, what do you mean by impulsive?
Young learners most young learners have these learning styles because they are responsive. Every time the teacher asks questions, they want to answer and they are active.
Yes, of course. So they really want to participate in such kind of things. Great. Now, I think most of you are quite familiar with PPP and TBL, but I just want you to have a look at this chart together with your friends again. Okay, in breakout room, you can have a look at the chart again. And actually, this is about different teaching styles. The first one has been done with PPP and second one is the TBL structure. For you, I want you to choose one target language item with your friends. Okay, maybe you can choose simple present tense or fruit or clothing or different sort of thing, anything that you want, grammar or vocabulary or anything that you want. And then after you have chosen one target language item, you can think of the ways to teach. With PPP, how will you teach? With TBL, how will you teach? Discuss together in groups. And then when you come back to the main section, there should be one presenter. That presenter needs to explain the teaching procedure with no title. And then the other group members, they are going to make a guess about your teaching procedure. Are you using TBL or PPP? They will just make a guess for it. So let's try to do like this. First of all, read the theory from the course book. After that, you can structure your lesson with your own target language item. Don't use the same activity and same target language item. Okay, so let's work together.
We need to read the theory first.
Yeah.
So do we need to prepare for 2 lessons? Or 4
I
type of
think-
lesson? Only one?
I think only one.
Only one, right? They will decide which
Yes, they will decide
line we use.
after we have done presentation. So, do you want to teach using
We need to think
PPP or
about
TBL?
PPP is
To use the TBL.
Let's choose the topic first. What topic are we going to teach?
Let's choose.
The lesson aim is
Do we choose the grammar chance or other target language?
So, are we thinking about TBL lesson?
I think we are choosing what to teach first.
Target language first. After that.
I have an idea. Shall we teach like the uses of used to and would?
Used to and
Would.
would.
One talking about past habits.
Yes. Teacher, let me ask one. I know about the usage or used to, but how to connect used to and would? I don't know.
Okay, so let's choose the easier lesson.
So do we focus on the grammar?
Yeah, if we choose used to, it will be the grammar.
Grammar and like speaking.
Form, use, meaning, speaking.
Like talk about your past habits. Or
talk about your life experiences.
Yes, for experiences. No, past habits.
That's action.
Past habit.
Or shall we just use easier lessons? For example.
Past habit. I think it's good. That's one.
So we'll just use used to, not would.
Oh yeah, it's okay. It's used to. Yes, it is.
Used to. So TBL or PVP. Use
So the
the use
lesson
of use.
How should we start our leading?
Okay, do you like traveling?
Yes. Do you like traveling? Then
like talk about a place you want to visit or something. I think like that kind of the question maybe like at the end of the like the prudential state. So shall we put that question that in the prudential state? Yeah. Traveling, the reason to travel or something. Yeah. So like about the reason to travel or like as a leading state, talking about the recent travel or the travel that you made so lately or something?
I'm sorry, it's rainy. That's why I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, it's okay to say. How about like in the leading activity, talking about the recent travel or recent trip?
I'm sorry, Che, can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, talking about the recent travel or like the recent trip that you made in the leading activity.
Like, let's go back to our main target language. We are gonna teach them traveling vocabulary. So will it be like noun or verb, or?
Yeah, it can be like any types of parallel speed, teacher. It can be like adjective or any type of parallel speed. We can, like share. We can teach to about the vocabulary. Yeah.
Instead of focusing on traveling vocabulary, how about focus on grammar? I kind of then like lead in and then spoke Tagalog language is not related. I feel like
yes. I also feel like that too.
How about just if we talk about like recent trips experience in lead in, how about we focus on just a grammar pattern like present perfect?
Present perfect.
We can use it present perfect.
Oh, but we are still gonna need context, right? So we can teach present perfect in the context of traveling.
Yeah, in the context of traveling.
Yeah.
So what about linking like not start with like those kind of question? So maybe how about like showing the pictures or like using the PowerPoint so that the student might be more interested?
Or do you know the place or something like that? You mean like this?
Yeah, like that. What about like that?
Present perfect. Well.
So showing the picture and asking them questions. Yeah? Asking. By using have you ever been there?
Yeah, how about showing like 3 pictures like a gantry? So maybe we can focus on the gantry too, like maybe in detail. Maybe showing like a UK or maybe Canada's or so they can talk about what about like that?
Yes. So like, do you know this country? And then we can also ask, have you ever been to this one? So we already started introducing our target structure. Let's go with 3 countries, okay? Then what will be another stage check? Leading. After leading, will there be presentation check? Presentation start leading.
Leading is only do you know this country is only leading?
Yeah. Yes, do you know these countries? And then they're gonna talk about it. And then have you ever been to
have
these
you ever
countries?
been should be I think presentation stage. How do you think? Have you ever
That's also possible.
Yeah.
So leading began presentation lama noche.
Yes, presentation what? Have you ever been to something?
And like teacher talk about her own experiences related to the picture in the leading activity. So at that time, teacher like can present and show you some pattern. Okay, I have never been there or like something like that. Like teacher should like give her own experiences.
So it's I think it's presentation stage, teacher.
I don't think so, Chair. In the presentation stage, we are gonna start teaching them. Like for example, like has a plus verb 3, that's present perfect. So that will be presentation.
Okay, so I'm a little
It's her
confused
own
about.
teaching, I think, because she can also present her own experience or maybe something related to. It's not about idea like teaching only. So she can also like present something related to that leading activity.
Related to the lessons,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But I think this should be okay, Jess. So like we are just gonna, the other group's just gonna decide TBL or PPP. So I think so too. What about the Kin, Tuza Kai, and Siala Sao? Any suggestions? How should we start
agree
our
with
presentation?
teachers.
Now how about like
Presentation.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Control practice, right? And then after that, we can move to another and control practice.
Yes. For production stage, right, teacher?
So for control practice, we can only give, we can give at least one like multiplying.
Yeah, it's okay. In control practice stage, multiple choice and guess filling are okay.
So what about production stage?
Production stage, can ask them to show something and present where is this to the partner or to the class. Here's my book. My book is between the pen and the pencil case, like that.
And then you can draw a map. For example, here is school, here is library, and then here is a coffee shop, and, which is next to opposite or something like that. You can do such kind of activities.
This is also a free activity. The final stage may be suitable for production stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So shall we move on TBL method?
Yes, we should now.
TBL is suitable for maybe adult or the adult learner.
No, we have to choose the same one, right? I mean, we have to choose the preposition of place also.
Yes, we have to choose the same level.
Okay, so leading stage. Okay.
So what kind of task we are going to give if we are teaching a preposition of place? Because we need to contextualize, right? In TBL.
Sure, we can hear clearly.
Okay, so for example, like that. Okay, what kind of task should we give them? Because TBL is we have to give them a task, right? But for PPP, we decided to teach preposition of place, right? So what kind of task we are going to give in TBL?
Yeah, so
Because
we can
need
we
to
can
contextualize student for the not like internet connection is very bad. That's why.
So what about this one, Jay? What about this one, Me? What will be the production stage for this one? Like for your suggested topic, we already have the production stage lessons. So what about this one? If we can't think any production stage for this one, then why don't we go with your suggestion? That would be much more like faster.
And how about in that presentation stage?
Yes, sir.
Production stage.
And like functional component. Like so for the grammatical pattern, have you ever been? I had never been. So yeah, that's one like that, right?
Yes, sir.
And I added some more pattern like functional component. So related to the present perfect tense.
Yes, this
Have
is
you
still
ever
okay.
been? I've never been. It's like it's a
control practice, no?
Yes, Chair, that will be control practice. But like for the freer practice, we can let them talk about like any experience that they had.
So this will be the control practice, so I think we can use it.
Which one, Chair?
So this one, a PPP is control practice, right?
Yeah, we can do control practice here, Chair.
Control practice.
After presentation, like we need to start control practice, right?
Right. Also, how about presentation? Just like doing the exercise only. So I think we can do it only.
Yeah, we are gonna explain the grammar form,
and
then oh yeah, we still need to let them do exercise.
Sam is like how about thinking like Sam is like get feeling or matching or something like that.
Yes, Chair. So any exercise from your textbook. Textbook để bạn lúc cái này đâu mình Chair. No. And they will do exercise. And then there will be control practice.
I think like doing exercise is in not
The animals and
The animals and group have to
and group them into three, right? And the teacher has to group the animals into three.
Actually, we don't need to group that in that stage. We can just explain about that to the whole class, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the whole class.
Show the flashcards of the animals and explain them about, give some information, maybe like give some information about the animals to the student. So this is how the presentation is supposed to be. So yeah.
Presentation stage. We don't need to
information about the animals.
Like the habitats.
Yeah, maybe habitats and
live.
Habits.
Habitats.
Yes.
And then what else?
No habitats.
Can we also talk about their behavior? No, we don't need it. We don't need that, right? Habitats.
What they eat, right?
Yeah, okay, what they eat.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think this is presentation, right?
Yes, presentation.
And then
Practice.
Give them some exercise or some maybe like objective exercise, like matching the words and the definition or something.
This is very suitable for Yalana.
This is practice, right?
Yeah, practice. So it's like doing exercises together.
Practice should be, I think, like writing the words 3 times, or I think that's practice, right?
Yeah.
Spelling the words 3 times.
Or speaking.
Yes.
What animal is it? And they repeat after you.
So by using choral drills or something.
Yes.
Choral drills. Choral drills.
Choral drills.
And then we can also use
What they eat. ETC.
The animals' names, right?
Yes.
The animal names. What is the animal names? Right?
Animal.
By
looking
at the flashcards.
Yeah. That's nice.
At the flashcards.
And then give some exercise after that, right? Give some exercise about the animals.
Give some exercises.
Give some worksheets.
Yeah, worksheet is okay too.
Worksheet.
There's 15 minutes left.
With pictures.
15 minutes or 15 seconds.
Some exercise.
Yeah, like a teacher said, give some worksheet with pictures. So let them match or something.
Yeah, match.
Yeah.
Match and motivate.
And limbs.
Yeah.
For the practice state, we can also give them a writing, right? Like about the favorite animals.
Write about their favorite animals.
And draw pictures.
Yeah, draw pictures. That's nice.
Draw picture is a little bit difficult for them.
I think
yes.
writing is a little difficult for them.
Which one?
Small picture.
What about their favorite animal? Or coloring? What about coloring?
And I don't think like only coloring and drawing is more production stage. So we need some, like speaking or writing skills in here. So
Write about their favorite animals and present in front of the class.
yeah. Yes. Okay. So then both of the scale include in this way. Okay, finished. Okay,
Yeah, it's okay.
Done.
Taya, you must be leader.
Presenter.
It's okay. I will just read out what we have written.
So like I have a question. So is there any teachers like who would sit for the coming October exam?
No.
Not yet.
No.
I don't think I can.
Not really.
Yes, same for me though. Yeah, because but I heard that there's some teachers, like who are ready to sit for
in 2023.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we may be ready at that time. Because the time not enough for that.
Yes. So we have to read lots of things.
Yes.
Very difficult. The test is.
Yeah.
Don't understand anything.
Yeah. How was the test?
So. So. Not good, not bad.
Yes.
It is totally different with the book.
Yeah, but and also we haven't learned anything. Like we even didn't read anything about that. So we just answer the text just based on our experience. So
the most difficult one is that what is that? It is like the sample. We have to guess the meaning from the text.
Yeah.
Like N and the S. I don't know what.
How much is that? In module 3.
Yes.
How much is that in module 3?
Module 3. For me, I only got 63, I think.
63?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
nice. Wow. Nice, man. But I got just only 43. I don't know. Yeah, maybe 43.
Yeah. But actually, like, it's not like I understand about the module. It's just, like based on my instinct, I answered it. I just got lucky,
Bukan nangis Sami.
Oh, Daya.
No, that was honestly. I got 50 in module 3, module 2, and 59 in module 3.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, but I think I could have done better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it stayed the best because like we haven't read anything yet, right? So if we have read or understand about the like each theories in module 3, we might get more than that. So yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because we are not familiar. For me, I'm not familiar with international curriculum, and it's very hard. And module 3, about module 3, I have no experience for that one, so I'm just target for that module.
Yeah. So and also the answer are also controversial, right? Because like even though we know we have faced that situation, but like depends on the teacher, the way that they solve the problem can be different.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's why So that's why we got around his question, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we should not take module 1, 2, 3 together. Even module 2 and 3, read the question halfway and get bored and
yeah. Yes, that's true. I've got a headache after the text finish.
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
I've got a headache and like my heart's spinning after the text. Like I finished like 2 modules.
Yeah.
Because like you have to focus on like each of the questions.
We gotta think a lot.
Yes, that's what I meant.
I took module 2 and I give up about 15 minutes. Then I took module 3.
Yeah. So then you pick up module 2 later?
No, I took module 2. When module 2 finished, I give up.
You give up?
Take a rest. Take a rest 15 minutes.
Me too. My brain also like a fire, like a fire.
Yeah. I even feel like school should be banned for sure. Should be banned.
Okay. Let's continue our lesson. The procedure, okay. The procedure have already okay.
Yeah.
Which should we for? We can any activity and we forget.
Introductory activity?
Introductory.
For our
Do we need to
approaches?
write the whole lesson plan? No, right?
Oh no.
No.
Just
Just have to.
PPP,
Yeah,
right?
no. It would take forever.
The introductory.
For introductory, just open the song and let them dance. And after that,
I think we can think of the introductory for the PPP presentation, for PPP 1.
like for introductory, we don't need icebreaker here, right? We will just need one up or lead in.
Or maybe lead in.
Yeah, lead in. Yes.
Lead in could be a song, I think. Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. What is it? Baby Shark. Like that.
Yeah. Well, where is the shark? Where's the baby shark?
Yes.
It's in the end of the water.
Yes. And then you slide into.
Where do they live?
Right.
Yeah. And then you slide into the teaching them about the animals after that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm always confused shark and dolphin.
Shark and dolphin. What about whale?
Yeah, the whales.
Whale also.
I mind black color is dolphin, and sometimes white color is a shark or whale. I'm always confused when I teach sea animals.
Yeah. So actually, the shapes of whales and dolphins are very different, though.
Yeah,
so because
some that are the same. I think. Some like
yeah. But we normally teach them when we talk about whale. We normally teach them a very big one, right? Not a small whale. So yeah.
Yeah, the biggest animal in the world.
Whale.
Whale.
More the teachers find different how to say if just saw activity or information gov. I'm not sure about that. what is we use two washi and then different between two washi. Where is the TV and where is the computer? Where is the Bluetooth like that? Using washi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is control practice. Okay. So how about freer practice?
Freer practice.
Freer practice. We saw. I told us how to get our home
from school like that. This one is freer practice.
By drawing and sharing to our their partner, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question. Where can we put a presentation stage in here? Before control practice.
Yeah, before control practice, right? We talk.
Okay, how shall we present?
Yes, after activity we have to during the activity they may not know some of the word. Teacher, what is this? What is BETWEE? This is between showing our gestures, using our hand or using our real ear.
Okay.
At that time, we have to explain a little, just only a little in the middle or the task.
Okay. In presentation stage, we use real ear and gesture.
Real ear and gesture. While doing the exercise.
Okay, and the next step is control practice.
Yes.
In control practice, okay, what will we use? How will you get?
How about teacher Khai Thanh Thuy? You will be more explain.
So what will be the final task of TBS?
Yeah, it's okay.
Final task or TBS?
Final task.
Because here, according to the textbook, the final task is we have to talk about what kind of food and drink we would like at the other party. So what about in our TBL? At the beginning of the TBL, we have ask the student describing a map, right? So what will be our final task? So my internet connection is in and out, so that's why I was in and out of phone. So I.
What about teacher Brittany's group? Teacher Brittany, teacher Kante, teacher Jodu Zakai, teacher Lassen, teacher Yamopu, teacher Young. Who want to go first?
Yes, Jeff, we will.
Okay. Let's start.
We have two presenters for our task, so I will go first.
Do not mention the name of the teaching method.
Yes,
okay? And they will just emphasize. And when you ask all the people, just ask only one person who is not from your group.
Oh, I see. So do I need to shoot question?
Do one by one. Yes.
Oh, okay. So let me start. For the lead-in, so we are gonna teach present perfect. For the lead-in, we are gonna show the picture and ask students some questions which are related like about some countries. And also as a teacher, we are also gonna share our experience, whether we have been to that place or those countries before. And students can also share their experience, like whether they have been there or they have never been there before. And then teacher start explaining the grammar rules of present perfect. How should we use present perfect and when do we use it? Then we will let the student do the exercises which are in their book, in their textbook. And after we finish that exercise for present perfect, we also need to do a revision for past simple for the upcoming activity. They also need to use past simple. Then we are gonna put an activity called Find Someone Who, and then we will do some mingle survey for that, so that they can get some energy for the upcoming activity as well, and also they can revise the structure that they have learned. And then finally, talk about a trip that they have ever been to by using the structures that we have learned. That is it.
Can you shoot the question to anyone that would like?
Teacher Zinli, what kind of techniques do you think is that?
I think it's PPP.
That's correct. Yeah, that's PPP.
Yes. Okay, thank you. So this is a lady. How do you understand PPP? Can you talk about that one as much as you understand?
Yes, PPP is a presentation project production. Lesson plan is a teacher center, a kind of teacher center, and then control. There have some control activities for students, and then.
And then
most of the time teacher have to explain, and then teacher give guided instruction to the students to do some control activities.
And
then
what do we do next?
And then no more ideas.
So would it be okay if we just end the lesson with control activities? Would it be okay?
No, we have to give some projects, maybe and control projects.
Yes. So production stage, right? We need to let them make use of the target language item in speaking or in writing. At that time, it will be more benefit for the student. Okay, thank you so much. Room 2, just one activity. It's okay because the next one can be guessed easily, right? The first one is PBB, so second one would be TBL only. And then what about for another group? Teacher Chonu, teacher Gay, teacher Tonuri, teacher Windu, teacher Yadi, teacher Niwi, teacher Zinli. Room number 4. Anybody would like to say?
Unfortunately, we thought that we have to do only one activity.
It's okay. For that one, you can just say it out, and after that, they will make a guess. Choose anyone that you like.
Yeah. The aim of the lesson is to talk for students to be able to talk about their past habits or using used to. And stage 1, we will ask students their good and bad habits that they do now or that they don't do anymore. And then we make them brainstorm. We will brainstorm them to talk about different types of habits they did in their past, and that they categorize them into good and bad ones. And thirdly, we will tell the students to use the form. In the third stage, as a teacher will say sentences using used to, like I used to go to bed early when I was young. I used to go swimming every weekend, and I used to chew games during the class when I was in high school. My father used to smoke, but he quit it 2 years ago. Then the teacher will point out the form used to, like used to plus be form of the verbs, and explain the use of used to the students. And then teacher asks concept questions like, do I still go swimming every weekend? Does my father still smoke? So to check students' understanding. And then after that, I'll make them repeat the sentences just like drilling at choral drill on the or by whole class or individually. And then we will let the students do a mingling activity on, or we will make them ask questions about 3 past habits and 3 past good habits and 3 bad habits that they did in the past as mingling activity. And then in the last stage is that in the last stage, we will ask students to write a short paragraph about their bad habits in their childhood and how they overcome it. That's all.
Okay, so can you shoot the question to anyone that you like?
Yeah, teacher 2.
Hello, teacher 2. Hello, the one who is behind the camera. Teacher 2. Hello, teacher 2. Are you still with us?
Okay.
Hello. I think she's going somewhere. She's not with us.
Teacher Chen Yisu.
Hello, teacher Chen Yi.
Because of the connection error, I can't hear very well. And
Yeah. She just joined back because of her connection. So can you choose the other?
Teacher Kain Tin Due, can you please answer the question?
Yes, teacher. I think, is it PPP?
Yeah, right, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, teacher Kainde, let me also keep asking you. How do we say PPP in another way, teacher?
Control practice.
PPP. What is control practice? PPP in another way.
I think, teacher, you mean now for presentation, right? No.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh,
Practice question, but how do we say PPP method in another way, according to your understanding?
Teacher-centered approach.
Teacher-centered approach. And how do we say it in another way, teacher Kainde?
It's not the same as test.
No, not the same. We start teaching something, right? So would it be a kind of deductive technique or inductive technique?
We start, I did didactic.
Yes, deductive technique. So deductive method and actually the three are the same. PPP, teacher-centered approach, and also deductive method. Deductive method is something that we use teaching directly. If we start giving a rule to the student first, that is we call deductive method. D for D. Deductive method is direct teaching technique. And then another one is inductive technique. Inductive method. So I for I, indirect teaching technique. We start with the activity. Only after that, we explain the rule to the students. So that is a kind of inductive technique. Okay, so now let's go to another group. Teacher Chamye, teacher Kakaintui, teacher Nancy, teacher Bodiner. So your group, who is going to be the presenter? Teacher Chamye, teacher Kakaintui, teacher Nancy, teacher Bodiner.
Okay, teacher, I will.
Okay.
Okay, our target language is preposition of place. Between, next to, opposite, near, in front of, like that. Teacher, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. In our leading stage, we show, as you know, we use our real year, show something, maybe book, where is my book, where is my pen, where is my pencil case, like that. And we revise our simple proposition, maybe on and other, like that. Before teaching new proposition. Okay. And then after that presentation stage, we show the flag card, to introduce new proposition or place, maybe not true, maybe in front of, maybe the cat is between the trees, the cat is next to the tree, the cat is opposite the tree, the cat is near the tree, like that. And after that, we drill the pronunciation between opposites, like that, by using the drilling method. And after that, in control writer stage, we use multiple choice. We show the picture. We show the picture. We show the picture. Maybe the board is on the table. At the time, we give the three options. Maybe between, near, in front, or like that. They have to choose the correct option. And also another control activity is matching activity. Matching activity. And for the found, we use gut feeling activity, and then reorder activity like that. And also production stage, we ask them to take out something in their backpack, and show the things to their partners. And no, ask their partner, hey, where is my pencil case? Hey, where is my where is my book? At the time, their partner replies using the new vocabularies to our target language. That's all, teacher.
Okay, can you choose the one that you like? Saya Daya.
PPP, I think.
Yes,
PPP.
teacher. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, Siataya, let me keep asking you some questions.
Yes,
In
teacher.
PPP, the second P is called practice, right?
Yes.
So for that practice, how do we say it in another way?
Practice.
Yeah, practice in another way.
Practice is assessment.
No. According to teaching technique. So sometimes, you teach the present continuous tense. In your presentation stage, you explain the rule and the form of present continuous. And after they have understood that one, you give them some exercises, right? So
Yes.
those exercises are called practice. So,
Yes.
but how do you think of the nature of those practice, those exercises? Are they too free or not too free?
Well, they are not too free in the practice stage. Yeah.
How do we call them?
Control.
Yes, controlled
practice.
Or how do we say it in another way?
Control practice.
Or another one?
I don't know, Chair. Control practice.
It's just the letter R. Letter R.
R.
Restricted.
Restricted.
Yes, restricted practice. So that practice is not an ordinary one. It is very controlled because everything has been asked you to relating the target language item. So under pressure, you need to be able to do such kind of things. So control practice or restricted practice. Now let's invite the last group. Teacher 2, Teacher Medusa, Teacher Miet, Teacher Pentakin, Teacher Daya. Who is going to be the presenter?
I'm going to be the presenter, Chair. Shall I present the work? Shall I? Screen share.
It's better. Seeing is believing. Great.
Okay, we have prepared two activities. The first one is group the learners into 3, give them a worksheet. Oh, sorry, the target language is about animals. Okay, the first one is group the learners into 3, give them a worksheet each, which has the 3 categories: the types of animals, wild animals, farm animals, and sea animals, and let them discuss about which animal can be put under each category. After that, each group has to share their information with others. The teacher will check the answer and fill their learners' needs after the class. Okay, another one is the teacher shows the flashcards of the animal, give the information about the animals like their habitats, what they eat, etc. And correct drills the animal names by looking at their flashcards, and get some worksheets with pictures and let them join with the respective topics and write about their favorite animals and present in front of the class. Yes, Chair, those are the two. These are the 2 that we have prepared. So shall I ask?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, Chair, can I ask to Chair Ninwei? Could you tell me which one is PPP and which one is TBL?
First one is TBL and the second one is PPPs, yeah?
Yes, correct, Chair.
Okay, thank you so much, Tia and teacher. Teacher Week, let me keep asking you. TBL, right? So can you talk about the nature of TBL a little bit? The nature.
Yeah, teacher, as we said, the TBL is a student-centered approach, and it's quite exciting. And students can, we can do the lessons according to the students' interest. They can, that kind of approach can promote or allow, can promote the students' interest on the lessons. And they have no guidance or control predicts. They are free, and it's similar to the. It's like students the learning their first language. But it might be challenging for some adult learners if they have limited knowledge of language.
Okay, thank you, teacher. I heard like there is no practice stage in TBL. Actually, there is a practice stage in TBL. I can't share my screen because of my error. So let me just type in Zoom chat. So the structure of TBL is like that. We start with the task, activity. So that activity should be exciting, communicative, fun, and meaningful for our students. And then based on the task, we come to know like, my students know most of the areas for this part, but my students don't know about this part. So at that time, I need to explain more for this area. We try to do analysis at first. At that time, after a task, we come to know about our students' nature and we start teaching some of the point. That teaching stage is called presentation stage. So we teach SAM ident, like PPP. And after that, we try to let them do some practice, some doing exercises. Some exercises need to be done, like control practice or restricted practice. And after that, we try to create another task, but this task is related to the target language item from presentation stage. So in our presentation stage, what did we teach them? For example, if we teach simple present tense, we create some of the tasks for simple present tense at last. So PPP framework is presentation, practice, production. But for TBL, we can go with task, presentation, practice, and task. There are two types of tasks. Generally speaking, TBL is really time consuming because creating the tasks and using them in the class is, how to say, sometimes it can be like time consuming and it cannot be okay with the exam oriented classes. So not very okay for exam oriented classes because we don't have much time for exam oriented classes. But it can make the students feel really excited and the tasks are also very interesting for students. So we can make balance between PPP and TBL when you are teaching the students in actual practice. Okay, so now let's try to do the exercises about Unit 16. I can share my screen. So I have shared you in, how to say, Zoom chat. If you cannot get the link in Zoom chat, you can get it from Google Classroom. So the admin also, she has already shared 2 exercises for it. The first form is about Unit 16 and the second form is about Unit 17. So for Unit 17, instead of discussing from the course book, we will discuss them by looking at the, how to say, course book. And not course book, by looking at the Google form exercises. Now, let's try to work together. Without reading back the theories, try to work together. Okay, so one of you can share the screen and the other people can check together and you can argue together. Let's get started.
Act as a lost tourist is get away. This is
Role play.
Role play
Yes.
B. The learners use maps to work out the best way to get from X to Y.
Problem solving.
Problem solving. The learners listen to the tape and complete a timetable It is form filling.
Form filling.
Yes. The learners ask all their classmates their problems about something and then note it down.
It's survey, I think.
Survey.
Yeah.
Learners go to the what picture about them. Project work. Project work.
Yes.
Okay, number 7. The learners choose the name of the
Labeling.
Labeling, yes.
Yes, labeling.
Next. Okay. The teacher says a word and asks for the learners to repeat it.
You haven't put your email. So
Oh, yeah.
It's moved back.
Okay. Next. For question, look at terms. Introductory activities. 3 possible. Concept questions.
What?
About B? Am I talking
B,
about
B.
something?
How about
B.
B? The teacher as the student.
Yes.
Situational presentation. Tell us about something
Happened to her.
Yeah,
It's
A.
yes.
Modeling. Let me see the rest of the time.
C.
Modeling?
Yes,
C.
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 C. Right?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yeah. It's exercise in textbook.
What about B? Copy the Tagalog language from their exercise books into their. Oh yeah, yeah, it's just C. 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 C.
Yes,
C. C.
modeling.
Leading. Let's talk about the
Yeah,
revision.
C.
Yes.
C. C.
Oh yes. Next one is
Focus on form.
form.
Oh yeah, focus on is B.
Let's fix the spelling of Sunny words. Write down the word.
Yes, B.
Yes. Yeah. About spelling.
Because it's
E.
Yeah.
A.
Yes.
I
Okay.
couldn't finish reading in time.
Yes, me too, me too.
Same
Very rapid. Very swift. Okay.
Activity and
What's the name of the activity?
Like
The activity of the lesson.
Draw activity to wake.
Whammer.
Icebreaker.
A whammer.
One more. Yes.
Yes.
Short activity to wake us up. So yeah, one more.
The teacher
Encourages us to think of and share all the words we know.
On a particular set. It's like
It is
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm.
Yes, yeah, brainstorm.
There are sometimes boxes under the pictures, and we have to write the correct words in each box. It is
Labeling.
labeling. Labeling.
No.
Just saw is like
And we have to write the correct word in. Yes, yeah, labeling.
Labeling, right?
Labeling, yeah.
At the start of the course, we do an activity to learn everyone's name. It's an icebreaker.
Yes, icebreaker.
Each has one part of the story, and we have to ask each question to define missing information. So just
activity.
we sometimes watch like a class project work.
Project work.
Right?
Yes.
Work in groups. So
produce something like that. Yeah, project.
it doesn't give the rule. It is. What is it?
The text-based learning. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Banana apple is which fruit do you like the most? Personalization. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. First, teacher explain the meaning of the formula used students. So this is presentation. PPP.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, those activities can make emotionally.
It's introductory activity, I think.
Yes.
Very relaxed emotionally.
In this activity, now explain first instead of giving the thinking. Monitor. Guided.
Discovery.
Guided discovery.
Yes, I think so.
Something.
I think it's also can be textbook, right?
And then it's like TBL.
What about TBL? Yes.
Yeah, it can also be.
Yes.
What does it say?
So what about the TBL that we chose? I mean, the previous one.
Yeah.
Don't give the rule of the question.
Is the guided
discovery?
Yeah.
Oh, by answering teachers' questions. Oh, yeah, we missed that.
Answering the teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay, second, unit 70. Do we also
Let's see our marks.
You score.
Oh, full mark.
Oh, full mark. Great.
24. Nice. Nice. Okay, and then another one.
Unit
17.
17.
Yes.
Where can I get that?
Also in the Zoom
Didn't
chat.
you open it?
Zoom chat.
In the Zoom chat.
The second.
We don't have it here.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we have it.
Oh, yeah, I see now. Loading. It's loading. Still loading. Why? Okay, now. Unit 17. Okay, let's fill.
Oh, yes.
Let me fill my email first. Okay. Match the situations with the presentation techniques.
An extra.
Produces the menus and some food
Using
items.
Relier. How about using Relier? Relier.
Producer menus.
Concept checking. Concept.
Concept checking. Produces a menu and some food items.
I think concept checking.
Yeah.
Concept checking.
That's so.
Right? No? Okay.
Not really.
Move on.
Maybe.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Then to explain next time.
A or E.
I think it's eliciting.
No, it's not illicit. A new term in their own. So
Defining.
Defining. How about describing?
It can also
Defining
be.
and describing. What's the difference?
But it's about definition, so I don't think.
Defining is definite.
Ah, yeah, so it should be B then.
Yeah.
That's what they know about a topic.
Eliciting.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Eliciting, yeah, right.
Eliciting? Really?
Don't you think so?
I think so.
I think eliciting is more like a topic that have been learned before. I think this might be a new topic also. So
Yes. Before you learn the lesson, you must elicit.
isn't it eliciting is like saying back the things that have already been taught? No?
I think to introduce the topic, so how they know about the topic and what they know about the topic. That's why I think eliciting.
Eliciting.
Know about the topic.
What they know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, ask the learners for what in.
Yes, E or
E.
E.
Okay,
E or
let's
E.
a little bit confusing. What's under the steering wheel to show the
Oh,
me?
it's
Okay, this is
G.
D, yes.
How about number 5?
Number 5? What?
Uh,
Oh,
Which one?
Oh, 5 got whole text on it. From the start.
Gino,
We see at the beginning. Yeah.
What's number 5?
All
Oh,
it must
actually,
be
At the beginning, yes.
Oh my God.
Here.
Oh, yes, why?
give the meanings of the words. Defining.
Defining. Defining.
No?
We have the defining like in
times.
before.
Okay, what does the instruction says?
One
So one
extra
extra.
action. Yeah.
One extra. So what's extra? I think labeling extra, right? And also
No, we can choose.
I think we haven't finished.
Haven't finished.
we haven't finished.
Yeah.
Number 2 is describing.
number 2 is describing,
Yes, we have done defining.
right? So how about the last one is number 1 is defining,
It's defining. Yeah.
right?
This is
Yes,
defining.
yes, yes. Number 1B.
So labeling is is extra word.
And labeling is the extra.
No, we-
How about using?
What about number
here?
4?
Yeah, yeah.
here, no, we
there's
not-
one more, number 4.
We're not finished. Oh my God. Say the new word several times, then exit.
Drilling.
This
It's
is
Drilling.
Drilling.
Oh yeah,
Drilling.
brilliant. Oh, sorry, sorry. My bad.
And 7.
4.
This
Labeling.
is
I think
labeling.
it's H. Huh?
What's
I
But the
think
names,
it's
to
not
write the
labeling.
name?
Isn't it
No
labeling?
idea.
yes, labeling. Yeah, sorry.
So,
using
using
real year.
real year,
Yes,
that's
it's
the
the
extra.
extra. Yes. Match the measurement of the type of speaking practice.
Or this
Talking about current events.
Correct.
Fluency.
Fluency
fluency
practice.
practice. Yeah.
Students are the one that get to test the same drill.
Drills.
Drill.
But in the rules of
Just
the-
slow chat. Cash.
Read the rules of
Read the rule of famous person.
I think it's
Fluency.
control practice.
Control practice.
rules.
practice.
Rules.
Yeah. Famous personality.
Producing sentences based on words prompts.
Shopping.
This is
It's
control.
Control
practice.
practice.
Make 5 sentences, 5 statements about ability. I can control.
It's also control.
Control
Yeah.
practice.
Obedience and improve drills.
Drills, yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Oh,
Much the
complete the sentences. Sentence B. So
Image decision. We start.
we start the
We
book
start the
club
book
3
club
years
3
ago.
years.
The book club. What?
Example of
We start.
all the activity in it, like you have to match the activity and the text type. Complete sentence.
Sentence transformation.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
yes.
yes.
Oh, this is what is it? Multiple choice, right?
That's
No.
Yes, yes.
Oh, is it?
Multiple choice. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's
correct.
multiple choice.
Whatever choice.
Tomorrow it.
Find the words and that don't does not fit.
Odd one out.
Odd one out.
Yeah, all went out.
Complete the questionnaire. Name.
Name.
This is
Filling.
form
Yes.
filling.
P.
Complete the sentence. Gap fill.
Gap fill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Put the words in
the list.
What?
Categorizing.
Yeah, categorizing.
Oh, in the correct
Categorizing.
box. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Categorizing.
In the correct order. This is jumbo
Order.
sentence.
Jumbo
sentence.
sentence. Oh, we have
X.
4 pages.
What's the password? What do you mean? TKT?
You need
Oh,
17.
Let's put it.
What?
No,
Oh yeah.
that's-
You have to
You mean the password of my Gmail? No, I'm not. No.
No?
Oh, 172224. Okay.
never equal to. So
2224. Okay. At the beginning of the week, got into groups, talk about interesting. We have read. This is
Group.
yes.
Go into
At the
but
beginning,
or
yes.
aggressive like this.
fluency.
Yes.
At the beginning of the class. So.
Oh.
Neither?
Neither. Neither. Okay, let's.
Yeah, because like it's control practice, right? Because we have to talk about what we have read.
Yeah.
But we can say that whatever.
Like interesting. Talk about an interesting newspaper article.
Yeah. Interesting newspaper.
Article, whatever the article is, we can say.
Yeah,
that.
That's all fluency then.
Just
focus on
correct.
Rank ordering.
Rank ordering.
Which activity that has control pronunciation practice? And I was I taking that one here. It's contained in the same program location and says that teaching
Number
A.
A.
Control pronunciation practice.
Pronunciation practice.
Several interactive
This activity not develop
information.
Information
gap.
Information gap.
Information gap. Which activity does not involve information? True or false?
Import and information.
True or false?
True or false?
information true false.
This activity not listening purchase. Then to choose a title. Decide how many speakers there are. B.
Yes.
Draw.
Listen to draw a route or map.
Draw.
Draw.
C.
C,
Yes.
right?
Listening to draw.
Draw. Listening to draw and road online.
Control practice.
Control practice activity.
Which activity does focus on onion ring?
Speech activity one.
Running detection. I only know running detection.
It is focused on activity, right? Running the dating.
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
Speed dating will be fluency.
Fluency.
Only, what is onion?
Only one. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yes. And the running detection is not focused on accuracy.
Oh, detention, right? Detention is focused on accuracy.
Accuracy, right?
Yes.
So only one.
How about speed dating?
Speed dating, I think.
Oh, yes.
I'll focus on accuracy, I think.
I think.
That's not focus.
This all reading.
This all reading.
And then we have finished.
Yes.
Yes. 10. We got a message from teacher in our messenger group.
Oh, we have finished. Maybe the messenger. 31, 32. Oh my God.
31, 32, 33, 14. Oh my God. Too much. Tomorrow.
That is for tomorrow.
It's too much, right?
I did 4 units. Did I give you?
Oh my God.
31, 33, 14. Oh my God.
31, 32, 33, and 14.
14.
Do you know onion ring?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Onion.
What is onion?
Onion ring is that when you want the children to repeat a communicative activity.
I see.
Except for fluency.
Yeah.
So what is speed dating?
Speed dating is accuracy, teacher.
Speed dating is okay. So we made it one mistake, right? Onion ring, right? We have to choose.
Yes. It is like you have to fill the form or something. Like, what's your name? Where are you from?
Which is your
What
favorite
are your
country?
interests? Describe your personality like that.
Yes,
So
yes,
it is like filling the form. So it will be accuracy. Speed dating will be accuracy. Onion ring will be fluency.
Fluency.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for
should we leave
this,
the room? No?
so teacher, for this unit 16 and 17, do we need to do in Google Classroom again?
Yeah, I think
I think we need to do.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye.
A new
Yeah.
It's like concept checking. Because we already answered the final, right?
Yeah, concept checking. Concept checking is not something like that, I think.
Yeah, how much they understand it, like the teacher Chungel asks like that, right? So how do you call practice in other words? So
okay.
he's checking our understanding, right?
Okay, so A. And say a new word other than drilling. Right, drilling.
Yeah, drilling.
Repeating
new words
sounds to improve pronunciation drills. And then playing the roles of famous personalities in a TV interviews or fluency, right?
Yes, yes.
And then talk about current events.
Fluency credits.
Production analysis of the promote shopping control practice.
B.
Yes, B.
We
Making 5 statements about ability using from I can.
I can control practice.
Control practice.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
teacher pronounces a word and class does the same drill. Put the word in the correct order. Rearrange a jumble sentence.
Yes.
And then complete sentence B. Oh, and the gap fill, right?
C, yeah.
Gap fill.
Complete the questionnaire. This is form filling.
Form filling.
For filling.
Find the word that does not fit.
Odd one out.
Odd one out. Yeah, odd one out. And then complete sentence gap fill.
Complete tomorrow.
Gap fill.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. And I think the gap fill, the former gap fill is sentence transformation, isn't it? Because it has to be the same meaning.
Which one? The previous one we did.
Yeah, the one
Role playing, so role playing.
We don't have any language prompts.
Yeah,
the rules of famous person.
So role playing
Yeah,
is
activity.
fluency then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
One left.
is that it?
One left.
Oh,
One more.
here.
Okay.
Oh, here. Huh?
Running
Running dictation.
Why?
Does not forget something.
Running
I have to find it out.
activity.
Then we need to find it out.
Yeah.
Learning, dictation, dictation.
Running dictation activity.
But
Memorize.
oral dance, yes,
Memorize.
but
What?
oral dance look similar though. All of those activities, all three of them.
But it's focused on form, right?
They memorize the word.
No?
Yeah.
What?
That's not right.
Yeah,
this,
so
this question is
they have to
wrong.
remember, yeah, the information correctly.
Yeah.
But why is it?
Accuracy. And the onion
activity.
I think the question should be not focused on fluency.
Fluency.
Yes, yes.
That's a speed dating activity. No, I mean in teaching. It's
a discussion.
Yeah, it's just a discussion.
Analyze.
It's kind of speed discussion. So then I think the question is wrong, in my opinion.
Yes, it should be not focus on fluency.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're done.
Teachers, I have a question. So who would sit the exam in October?
Not me.
I will check.
Oh, you check.
I'm ready to sick.
How about you?
I'm confused whether to stick in for January or October.
Yes,
Just want to finish quickly.
So the question is, can I sit like whenever I want?
Yes.
It's like every 3 months or something like that.
2 months.
Every 2 months.
Every 2 months, yes.
I think see that one matter. January.
I think so too.
Yeah.
တော့ချက်ချင်းအလေတော့မှအဲ့လိုမျိုးလား IS လိုမျိုးလေအခုမှတက်တာလား
ချစ်ဒီတစ်ခါတော့နည်းနည်းတက်သွားလို့ပဲစီရ
ဟုတ်တယ်နော်
မှာဒေါ်လာဈေးကတက်နေအောင်
တော့လို့ပြက်
ချစ်ပုံမှန်ဆို module တစ်ခုက3သိန်းခွဲပဲမလားချစ်အခုဒီတစ်ခေါက်ကကျွန်တော်9သိန်းကျော်တော့ကြာမှာဆို
တက်
သွားပြီပဲဟုတ်တယ်ချစ်
9သိန်းကျော်လား4သိန်း9တောင်းမဟုတ်လား
4သိန်း9တောင်း
ကျွန်တော်မျက်စိထဲမှာ9သိန်းကျော်လို့မြင်နေသလားလို့
4သိန်း9တောင်းဟိုတစ်ခါမှတွေ့လိုက်4သိန်း9တောင်းဒီတစ်ခါဆိုပို့ဆိုးရပြီပေါ့ဈေးတက်
အဲ့ဒါ module 3ခုပေါင်းဖြည့်ရတယ်တစ်ခုချင်းခွဲဖြည့်ရတယ်ဈေးကတူတူပဲလား
တူပဲ
တူရမှာလား
အဲ့စာတော့မထူးပါဘူးဓာတာပဲအကုန်ဖျားပဲကောင်းတယ်နော်
ဒါပေမဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဆိုရင်
ဖျားတော့ခေါင်းတော်တော်မူပါ
အနည်းရ module 3ခုလုံးဖြည့်တော့ပြစ်လဲသွားလိမ့်မယ်
အဲ့နေပါဆို
မှန်ပဲ
ရုပ် mask ကိုစတိုက်တက်ထားရမှာ4 hours
ဟုတ်တယ်ဆောင်းမဲခါလည်းကျင်းလေးတွိုင်း module တစ်ခုလေးဖြည့်ရအောင်အန်ချင်တာကိုမလေး3ခုလုံးလားဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တကယ်ပြစ်လဲသွား
Brittany အောင်ဖြစ်ဖြစ်လား
ကျွန်တော်ကဟုတ်ချေကျွန်တော်က module 2ဖြည့်ပြီးသားချေကျွန်တော်1နဲ့3နှစ်ခုပဲပြန်ဖြည့်နေ့လည်နာမနေ့နဲ့ညနေဖြည့်ပဲနေ့လည်နာလိုက်အောင်
ဆိုတော့ module တစ်ခုချင်းဖြည့်ရင်တော့ကောင်းမှာပဲ
ဒါပေမဲ့ချေအရန်ကြာတယ်လေ module 3ခုလုံးပြီးတော့တစ်နှစ်လောက်ကြာသွားမှာချေ
ချေ2 months စီဆို
ကျွန်တော် module 2ဖြည့်ထားတာချေဟွာတော့ကလေ3လပိုင်းတော့ချေအခုပြန်ဖြည့်ဖို့ဆိုရင်အခုဒီ10လပိုင်းမှဖြည့်ရမှာဆိုကြာပြီပဲပြီးရင် certificate က3လလောက်ကြာမှရတာဆိုတော့အဆင်မပြေဘူးချေ
ဒါပေမဲ့ဟိုစာလုံးကတော့နည်းနည်းတက်တာသလားတော့နော်
တက်တာရဟုတ်တယ်ချေ
တော့တက်တာနော်
ဟုတ်တယ်တခုလေးအာရုံစိုက်
ဖြည့်ရနေရတော့တော်တော်ကြီးအုံနောက်တွေချပြီးတော့အဲ့လို
ဟုတ်တယ်ဟိုတခါဒီတိုင်းနှစ်ခုဖြည့်ခိုင်းတော့တော်တော်ခေါင်းမှုပါ
multiple choice တွေ IPA ကဘယ်လိုမျိုးမှလဲ
ကောင်း multiple choice တွေပဲ
IPA ကကြည့်ခိုင်းသေးရလား
ဩ
အဲ့ဆိုရင်ဟိုလေ့ကျင့်ခန်းထဲမှာဟိုကပါတယ်လေ
IPA တော့ဟို what stress တို့ပါပါ
ဟုတ်တယ်ဟုတ်တယ်
အခုလောက်မင်းမင်းပဲအဲ့ခံအောင်လေ
မဲ multiple choice လားလို့တခါတွေ့ဘူးလား
မှန်တဲ့ဟာကိုယူရမှာလေ
multiple choice
I guess we can leave for now.
Okay, bye bye, cheers.
Bye, cheers.